Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond, who surprisingly got traded to Cleveland. I don't know why he got traded. Why did the Cavs trade for him? Does that make sense? I'm trying to think realistically. I mean, to be fair, Andre Drummond's 26. If Cleveland's trying to make, see, I think what I don't like is if Cleveland did this to make him your franchise guy. I think that's a mistake. You should not in 2020. You should not build your team around a a not a center but an Andre Drummond type of center. Who and bro, I'm not even trying to disrespect Andre Drummond. I think Andre Drummond and I'm paying homage to Dwight Howard, but Andre Drummond is probably and he's only been in the league like 6 years. Andre Drummond is probably the best rebounder of our generation. This man eats. He's a horse. He is a horse. Andre Drummond doesn't play. He really doesn't. And realistically, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Um, the guy's averaging. He only played. No, I'm looking at when he went to Cleveland. But not going back to Cleveland, like I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like their front office is so all over the place. Granted, he is an elite player in his prime or entering his prime, actually in his prime. But like you guys are missing so much. You guys are so untalented. The kid Sexton, I want to say he can play, but there's reports people talk about. I think Kevin Love even talked about that he doesn't really know. He said he doesn't know how to play basketball. You guys have a an interesting contract in Kevin Love. I shouldn't say interesting. It's a terrible contract in Kevin Love that they need to get rid of. Um, I think they've been trying, but they definitely can't. I just don't know what a Kevin Love, Andre Drummond backcourt is doing for you. I really don't. I feel like Detroit. I mean, but Detroit had Christian Wood, and I think Christian Wood is really. He's not. I'm not saying he's gonna fill it, like fill his shoes, but Christian Wood is not gonna. They're not gonna miss Drummond. It basically is what I'm trying to say. They're really not, and that has, like I said, that's nothing to do with Drummond. But he's top five. He's probably the fifth best center. He's a souped up version of Montrez. Um, and yeah, let's keep it going. Number four. Number four, Demontis Sabonis. You know what's crazy? He's American. I I just realized that with a name like that, I'm shocked he's American. I'm sure his father's from like Yugoslavia or some shit. But listen, Demontis Sabonis, a player that has killed me in fantasy, and I'm not even talking about what he's done against me. I'm talking about what he's done to Miles Turner. I drafted Miles. I'm about to get angry. I drafted Miles Turner. I think second overall, second or third overall, guys. Miles Turner, and this man has single-handedly, damn near ended Miles Turner's career, bro. He turned Miles Turner into a backup. And Miles Turner was like leading the league in blocks last year for like 2 months or some shit. But Demontis Sabonis, I don't know how he did this, but he turned a deep team that took LeBron 7 games to being a role player on that team to being the best player on the team in 1 year. It makes no sense. Man's dropping 19 points per game, 5 assists, over 12 rebounds. What else can I say? What hinders him is a little bit his 3-point shooting. He only takes 1 3 a game. Which is really isn't it's really not that bad. Uh, but for someone who has the ball in his hand so much, you would like him to be a little more efficient and effective with the rock. That's why his PER is really not as high as his stats signify. You know, the production is great, but it leaves some to be desired. But the kid's 23 years old. Like, it really amazes me how good these players are at such a young age. It's ridiculous. Like, it's honestly insane, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. Yo, I need him. You need to stop fucking around. Or Pacers, you need to trade Miles Turner because y'all getting me tight. But here we go, top three. Now, all right, 2 and 3, guys. I'm sorry if you're a fan of either of these two, but it's just so close that honestly, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. All, but we're back. We're back on the foreign vibe. Another all star from Cameroon. I should say another superstar from Cameroon. Nah, let me not say that. I don't think Pascal. I think Siakam's on the verge of superstardom. I don't think he's a superstar yet. But Embiid is, and that's my number three. A lot of people say no. Actually, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't think there's no argument for Embiid being the best center in the league. There really isn't at all. Number one is solidified and it's not changing. For the time being. But Embiid is number three, but there's an argument for him being number two. Now, let's talk about this, right? So Embiid's averaging 23 a game, 1.3 blocks, almost one steal, almost 12 rebounds. He's shooting at a 35% from three, which is excellent. It's really good for a big man. And he's taking damn near 4 threes a game. So it's impressive. It really is impressive. Now, his field goal percentage is a little low at 47%. We'd like to see that a little closer to 50, especially being a big man and being as close to the rim as he is. With that being said, Embiid probably has the best footwork for a big man of this generation. Like excuse me, he's channeled his he's channeled Hakeem Olajuwon. His footwork. You saw what he did to LeBron in the All-Star game. Um, his footwork is marvelous. Free throw percentage excellent. You know, assists. It's what really is bothering me is that he took a pretty sizable step back. Now I know he's had injury problems, and that's really also kind of affecting me in ranking them. The injuries have been an issue, but he went from averaging almost 28 points per game. Yo, this man should be a 30 points per game scorer, and it's getting me angry because he should be that. Bro, 30. He averaged 28 and almost 14 last season. Shooting a better percentage from the field. Granted, he's shooting a lower percentage from three. But if shooting the three is really gonna hinder you that much, and I don't think it's not about shooting the three because he's barely taking. He actually shot more threes last year, so it's not about him taking more threes. And I honestly I should be watching more Philly games. I don't watch as many 76ers games as I should, but I mean he's played 44 games this year. The minutes have gone down. He's playing minutes from similar to his second year in the league, and I'm talking like his second year playing because we know he didn't play for like 2 years, which is kind of crazy, honestly. But man, listen, he's 25. When does he turn 26? Oh, he just turned 20. Oh no, he's 26. Yeah. No, he's 26 years old, bro. He's entering his prime. There's no reason he shouldn't be averaging 30. And it's pissing me off because he's so talented, man. On both ends of the floor, bro. He has the he should be challenging Karl Anthony Towns is the best center in the league, bro. And I just told you who's my number one center in the league. Karl Anthony Towns is the best center in the league. But I'm going to number 2 right now because that's the Joker, bro. And it's sad that he has a man that's built like a fucking. He's built like a fucking Teletubby, motherfucker. Jokic is has such an unathletic body type, and I'm not even gonna say another. He's not athletic. I mean, he's 7 foot, and he can move, but he's not an athlete. You know what I mean? Yo, what the fuck? Listen, bro. And Jokic is another one who really hasn't taken another leap forward. How old is Jokic? I think he's 24. No, he's 25. He's about to enter his prime. Some would say he's already in his prime. And where I would defend Joker is that he is a much better passer. Jokic might be the best passing big man ever. And I'm trying to think. And I just thought of something. I don't know why, but I was trying to compare. I wanted to compare. Oh, I know. So remember when I was talking about the Cavaliers in general? I don't know why I'm going back to this now, but I was trying to say that the NBA isn't what it was when Moses Malone was damn near the best player in the league, dropping 30 and 15. Like, that's not where the NBA is anymore. Anyway, we're back to where we are right now. And Jokic is the best passing big man ever. At me, I dare you. Tell me who's better, passing big man. I'm talking big man. Kevin Durant's not a big man, even though he's like 8 feet tall. But honestly, Jokic is a better passer than Durant. What am I even talking about? What the fuck? Anyway, I don't think Jokic will ever average more than 25 points per game in his life. I just don't think he wants to do that. I think he can, and definitely if he improved his 3 a little bit, for a big man taking almost like 3.5 threes per game, shooting at 30, 31, 32%. That's fine. That really is good. Because they're all open shots. No big man is gonna play Jokic that high up over the league. I mean, on the 3-point line. But what really put him over Embiid to me, even though Embiid is the way better defender, Jokic is passing. The fact that Jokic didn't really take a big step down. For somebody who's not as athletic, he's more durable, and he just doesn't really get hurt. Seriously, he's played over 73 games every single year, which is amazing. His minutes, granted, aren't the highest, but he can be afforded that because his team is very deep. They have so many guards. It's ridiculous. So many guards, so many good forwards. Denver's loaded. They just traded Malik Beasley, who I was a big fan of, and I think Malik Beasley's he's gonna emerge. I think Malik Beasley's super duper duper talented. But I mean, I don't really know what else much more I can say. Jokic is he's just the man, bro. Shooting a better field goal percentage, which should not be happening. It really shouldn't. But I think Embiid's gonna. He should take over as the second best big man in the league. He should. If he doesn't, it'd be a travesty. Cause the man is gifted.